everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, I know it's a different view, but I'm gonna be doing my pedicure. My feet are pretty rough this time. My heels and like the side of my feet and even like on the side of my toes feel pretty rough. So instead of just doing a color change, I'm gonna go ahead and do a pedicure. And it's not gonna be like a very professional pedicure. I'm just gonna do it very quickly just because I have a client coming. But the products that I'm using are by Bare Feet, and I believe the brand is Christine Ashley, and I'll try to leave the link in the description. But here's the name of them, and I'm not sure where you can get these from. I'm thinking maybe Sally's. I got these from like a nail competition that I won, and they just give me prices, but it comes with like quite a few different products. I think we have the soak, we have the soap, we have the scrub, we have the clean, which is a spray, we have a mask, we have a cream and a cool lotion. And then I'm also going to be doing probably white tips, so I'm going to do the white polish, and I have the base coat and the top coat. You're also going to need a nail clipper, not tip cutter, but nippers. I also have a cuticle pusher like this one. I have a buffer and a file as well. And then of course, to remove the polish, I'm going to be using cotton balls and acetone. So the first thing that you want to do is basically just put your soap solution in the tub. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put the soak solution in there, and what this does, it basically just cleans your feet as well as soften and condition them prior to any foot care services. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. And while it kind of bubbles up a little bit, I'm gonna start removing the polish from my toes. Again, this is just regular nail polish that I have on. So what you want to do is just get a cotton ball with acetone, and then when you're removing it, instead of just going back and forth, just let it sit there for a few seconds and then rub it off. And this is gonna work so much faster, and then also it's not gonna be as messy. So again, just get the cotton ball with acetone, hold it down on your toe for a few seconds, and then just start rubbing it off. Okay, so I got the polish off this one, and the other day I did hit my toe, so this one is like a little bit cracked, so hopefully it doesn't break off. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that one in, and I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. Again, just get your cotton ball, place it down on your toenail, and sorry, my toes are a little bit hairy. I know y'all probably gonna talk about me, but anyways, then after that we just start rubbing after it's been sitting there for a few seconds. And this is just much faster. Instead of just going in and just rubbing from the beginning, it just kind of soaks off that polish and then just easily removes it. And my toes are pretty long now. My toenails are pretty long now. So I am going to be either filing them down or just clipping them down a little bit. Okay, so I removed the polish from that one. So now I'm just gonna let them soak for like 10 minutes. That way the skin under my feet and around my toenails kind of soak up a little bit. So when it's time to clip the dead skin around my toenails, it's not as hard to get rid of that dead skin. And while we do that, I'm gonna just show you the different products that this kit comes with. Again, this one I got from like a nail competition that I did a while back. So I don't know that I've even used it actually, but it comes with, let's see, it comes with a mask, a cleanse, which basically this one you would spray before you even start the service, basically just to disinfect and freshen up your client's feet. This one is the cream, so this one is just to do a massage at the end. This one is actually, I think this one's the one that's at the end. Let me see. And basically this is just helps with muscle relief, and it like feels really fresh. It's like that mint feel to it, I guess, and it just makes your feet feel really, really fresh. And then we also have the scrub, and then we have the soak. And again, these are by Kristen Ashley, and no, this is not a review for them. Again, this is just me doing a pedicure, and those are the products that I have. I also have Tammy Taylor pedicure products. I have OPI, and then I have another kit, but I'm not sure what brand it is, but this is the one that was already, you know, in the bag, so I just pulled it out. And then it also comes with like the little pedicure slippers. It comes with a cuticle pusher or orange wood stick. It comes with the little foot scrub and toe separator. So I am going to use this one because I don't know where my bigger one is. But yeah, I'm just going to let my feet soak for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Alrighty, so I had to step away really quick because I realized that this kit does not come with a cuticle remover, but this one is by Tammy Taylor, and basically it's just a creamy cuticle remover, softens ungrown cuticles and helps remove dead skin, and enables you to enables you to gently push back cuticles with an orange wood stick or cuticle pusher. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this around my cuticles, making sure that I don't touch my skin, because of course that would be really unsanitary. So just squirt it on your toes and then just kind of rub it in just around your cuticle area, and then you can put your feet back in there. So again, you could either put it on your fingertip and then just rub it in, okay. So I put it on there, and again, this one is by Tammy Taylor, but it doesn't matter. Alrighty, y'all, so it's been about 10 minutes, and you can kind of start seeing that like skin around my toes that's starting to like soften up, and it kind of shows up a little bit white. So now that they've been soaking, I'm gonna go ahead, I got a little small towel, and I'm just gonna dry my feet off a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, I really don't want to cut them down, but I'm gonna go ahead and just cut some of them, like my pinky's really long, and then the rest I'm just gonna file down. Alrighty, so I only cut 2 of them, and then now I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna put this towel right here because this thing, let me see, I thought I could take it out, but that little thing is hurting my foot. So I'm gonna put the towel right there to rest my foot on there. Okay, so after I cut my toenails down, I'm gonna go in with this cuticle pusher, and I'm just gonna be pushing back my cuticles before I file and shape my nails. And as you can see, it removed a lot of that dead skin that was around my cuticle oil. And then some of it might still be like the little, you know, cuticle softener product. Alrighty, I think I am going to cut my big toe down just a little bit because it is pretty long. And then now I'm going to go in with my nail file, and I'm just going to be filing down my toes, and I'm going to try to scoot up a little bit so I can rest my foot on the chair. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see, but I'm just resting my foot up on this chair because I was hurting from leaning forward so much. So now I'm just going to go in with my file, and I'm going to be reshaping, or not reshaping, but just shaping up my toes. I always like my toes like super squared. So just make sure that you file at exactly a 90-degree angle at the free edge to make sure that you get your toes like super straight, like really squared. And also I'm going to go ahead and go in with this cuticle remover, and I'm going to be removing some of that dead skin as I go. As you can see, this removes a lot of that dead skin from the side of your toenails. Sugar, stop. And basically with this one, you just go in there like that and around the cuticle area and on the sides. And it just gets rid of that dead skin. Okay, so now that I got that off, I'm going to just finish off reshaping or shaping the rest of my toenails. And then also on this one, and then also on this toe, I can feel how something is poking me there. It might be like a little ingrown toenail. So I'm just going to go in with my nippers and just like trim the side of the nail off. So like, see, I guess, yeah, that's what was bothering me. So I got that out. And again, what you want to do is just go in there with the very tip of your nippers and just go in on the side and just trim that off. Alrighty, so once I have removed, let's see. Yeah, see, they don't feel too bad around my cuticle area. So after that, since I've already shaped my nails up, and I also like to go in and just check around my toenails to make sure that nothing's poking me, because if it was, then I would go in there with the nippers and clip it off. So I'm going to go ahead and put this foot back in there. And basically, I'm going to do the same thing on the other foot. So again, same thing. You just dry it off. I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I dried it off. The first thing I'm going to do this time is just go around that cuticle area while they're still like, you know, kind of, how would I say, damp, I guess, before that skin dries up again. And I'm just going to remove that dead skin. And it's really easy, especially with this little cuticle remover. Other than using the nippers, this one makes it a lot easier to get rid of all that dead skin. And it has been a while since I did my pedicure, so this is why they're so bad. And a lot of the time, if you wait too long before you do a pedicure, your like the side of your toenails will start hurting from like that dead skin just accumulating. So that's how I knew it was time for a pedicure. So now I'm just going to go in with the nail clipper and just trim my toenails down because they are way too long. Alrighty, and I don't know where my cuticle pusher went, but I'm going to just use this orange wood stick, and I'm just going to push back those cuticles. I also went ahead and just used the orange wood stick to clean underneath my toenails. Okay, so after that, that's when we can go in and just start shaping our nails. Alrighty, so I was filing this toe down and like I broke the corner of it off, so it's not that perfect shape that I want. So I'm pretty upset, but I'm just gonna leave them like this and just let it grow out for the next time. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this foot back in there. So again, we've already just soaked our feet. We removed the polish, we soaked our feet, we pushed back the cuticles, clipped down the toenails, removed the dead skin. So now I'm gonna put them back in the water, and then this soaked solution also softened the bottom of my feet. So even when I was doing this one, I could already feel you can probably see how this part right here is white. So whenever we come to whenever we start using the foot file, it's gonna be a lot easier. So now I'm gonna take this foot out. I'm just gonna dry it off a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with the foot file. And as you can see, again, I'm gonna focus on areas like this, and then like I can feel this side of my foot kind of as well. So I'm just gonna go in with the foot file and just go back and forth until I remove that dead skin. And as you can see, it went away really fast, but I'm gonna go in there to make sure that I get it really good. And a lot of the time, a lot of that dead skin will be like on your toe, your heel obviously, and then the other side of your foot, like right here. And of course, if you do a lot of walking, you will have more dead skin, or if you're just on your feet a lot, then you're gonna have a lot of dead skin. And then my heel. And then I do recommend using a better foot scrub, but this is the only one that I could find. You guys could probably see that dead skin jumping around. That's so nasty. So I'm gonna put this one back in. I'm feeling on my foot. Let me see, I still feel this side. It's still a little bit rough. So just feel on your foot when you're doing this, and you'll be able to feel where it's still a little bit rough, and just go back in there and file a little bit more with your foot file. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that one back in. I'm gonna take the other one out. So again, just dry it off a little bit so it's not dripping all over the place. And I'm gonna focus on this big toe. You can see it there a little bit. Okay, this one wasn't as rough, surprisingly. Okay, so I'm done scrubbing. As you can see, it didn't take much at all. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with the scrub, and this is just going to, let me see, it says apply a small amount and rub in gentle circular motions, and then rinse after that. And then this is just going to basically remove any of the dead skin and just exfoliate and condition the skin. So I'm just gonna get a little bit. So I'm gonna take this foot out. Oops. I'm gonna get a little bit, and I'm gonna just rub it on my foot. I don't want to get my chair wet. I'm just gonna rub it on my foot, and then just focusing more on like the areas like where we had all that dead skin. So like on my heel, and then the side of my toe, and then the other side. So just rub it in. And again, this is just going to exfoliate and just moisturize your feet. And it has like that gritty feel to it. So that's that scrub in there. All right, so I'm gonna put that one back in there, and we're gonna do the same thing to the other one. So just dry it off a little bit, go in with the scrub, and just apply it on your feet. All right, so I'm gonna put that one in there, and then make sure that you get, whenever you rinse your feet off, make sure that you get all of the scrub off, because if not, once you come back in to do the massage, which is what's next, you're gonna be able to feel like that scrub in your feet, and it's not gonna be a really good massage. So I'm just gonna leave them in there, and I'm gonna start rushing the process just a little bit, just because I'm running low on time. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out. And again, make sure that you wipe away that scrub really good. All right, so now after we do the scrub, I'm gonna go in with the cream. And this is just to moisturize your hands, even your feet and your nails. And for this one, you just apply a small amount and just basically rub it in. And when you do a massage, you basically want to do a massage from your feet all the way up to like your knee. But I have on leggings, so I'm just going to massage it on my feet and my ankles. And then if you're doing someone's, pedicure, then of course you want to make sure that you do a really good massage, because that's where your tips will come from. Or that's where your tips, you'll determine if you're going to tip somebody or not. So make sure that you do a really good massage. Oops, I just dropped the towel in the water. Okay, so I dropped that towel, but I'm going to just dry my feet off with the other one. Okay, and I went ahead and just pushed the pedicure tub back because I'm really done with it. So now I'm going to get some more lotion. Rub it in, and then rub it in my feet. And then of course you can rub this one into your hands because it's just lotion. So now once we've done the massage, I'm gonna go in, and of course we can't just go ahead and apply the polish on our toes just yet because we have that lotion on. So what you want to do is you want to go in with a buffer, and I'm just gonna gently just buff the nails to remove that shine, because again we just applied lotion. So if we go in with a polish, or even if we apply a primer, so even if we apply a base coat, it's not going to stay on because our nail is really oily. So make sure that you just go in there and just gently buff the nail. Alright, so once I've buffed the nails, I'm going to go in with an alcohol wipe. And I'm just going to remove that lotion and dust off my toenails. Alrighty, so once we've removed the shine and wiped the nails off with an alcohol wipe, I'm going to go in with I don't have a base coat, so I'm going to be using this nail straightener. And I'm just going to apply that as a base, and it still works really good. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this on all of my toes. Alrighty, so I applied the base coat. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other foot. So again, you just want to gently buff your toenails. Alrighty, after that, we're gonna go in with an alcohol wipe and just wipe the nail bed off. And then we're gonna go in and just apply the base. And I always do regular nail polish on my toes and it stays on really good and I have no issues with it. Alrighty, so I applied the base coat and I was gonna do white tips, but just earlier I did a yellow set on one of my clients and I fell in love. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Summer Sun on all of my toes. And let me see. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use Summer Sun by D&D, and again, it is the regular nail polish. And I'm just gonna apply this on all of my toes. I have to be careful because I don't want to get it on my chair, but I'm just gonna apply it again on all of my toes. And I'm sorry about being really messy, but I can't really see what I'm doing because of the way that I have this camera set up. So just bear with me while I polish my toes. Alrighty, so I did the first foot, so now I'm gonna just let that dry, and then afterwards, once I'm done with this one, I'll come back and do the top coat on both. So again, we're just polishing the toes, and I'm using the color Summer Sun, And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this one. I'm trying to position my feet to where you can get a good view, but I'm having a hard time doing that. So hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so I'm gonna let the other foot dry off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the top coat. And this is the type of top coat that I use when I'm doing regular nail polish.
I'm going to go ahead and apply the top coat on the rest of the toes.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna let my big toe dry just a little bit longer, and then I can go ahead and apply the top coat on that one as well. Y'all, so here is the final look. I did a really pretty bright yellow, and it looks really pretty. The last time I had this color was last May when I went to Miami, and it's really pretty. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GetNailed32, and I'll see you guys next time.